Welcome to Yulman Stadium in New Orleans, home to the Tulane Green Wave, and as this city likes to say, let the good times roll, and the Tulane fans are certainly ready for that. And boy, do we have a fun one ahead. Top 10 team, target on their back, going on their road and right into the snake pit. As we'll see a squad from the SEC, a team ready to put on a show. Taking on a team from the Big 12, the Tulane Green Wave. For EA Sports College Football, I'm Reese Davis, David Pollack, and Jesse Palmer with me. Guys, it's time to get it going. And we're all geared up. The anticipation running high. The ball is on the tee, and soon we'll put toe to leather on this season. And they thought about a return, then thought better of it. They'll bring it out to the 25. They've got the big fellas out there. A 3 tight end look on 1st and 10. Leaves it with the back. Tackle is made at the 28 after a pickup of 3. Now, a couple of times historically that the SEC has reached into the Big 12 during an expansion era, and the Big 12 would love to land a blow on the field here in this one.
Yeah, I think there probably is some of that with the Big 12. A lot of these teams, they used to be in our conference, and you've kind of ruined what we had built. So we got a chance now to make a dent in this, to show you, like, we're not just your, like, little recruit.
What a snag by the defense. Going the other way, and he's got room. Obliterates him, still on the move. He's out of bounds, showing off the hands on the pick, and then the nifty moves on a terrific return. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. Picks up the first down, still moving. And it's a touchdown, puts 6 on the board. They draw first blood, and that is exactly what you want to open the season with a drive like that. When you're handed a break with unbelievable field position like that, you better finish the deal, and they did.
You saw the quarterback jog on the field. I think he gave a high five to every one of those players coming off that just put them in position to go score that touchdown. That QB knew this was a golden opportunity, and boy, he took advantage of it.
Almost ready to kick it away after scoring the touchdown. Fielded in the end zone, it's Carapiteas. Didn't find any crease in that kickoff coverage, and he'll be stopped at the 17. Tulane has it back in the offense, coming out to go on the attack. After that last pick, David, they really need to take care of the ball this time.
No doubt. And Palmer, I want to know what Spurrier said to you on the sideline after a pick.
Do that again, and you'll be right here beside me for the rest of the game. You got to go out. You got to call your plays, and I hope this coaching staff isn't going to be afraid to throw it this drive.
Halfway there on first down, it's 2nd and 5. To the air, it's Ambrose. They're bringing heat. He just throws it away, and I think the flag's going to be coming, and there it is. You make up the game plan, and not a lot on the play sheet for this. 3rd and long from inside their own 20. Looking to throw, and he needs a bunch. Makes a connection. And they are pushing the ball down the field. A big pickup on that one, and the tackle is finally made. That last chunk play is one that'll really put a drive on the move. It's 1st and 10 from the 43. He wants to go deep. And the DB right with him to knock it away.
Man, that's a couple bad throws. Last possession obviously ends in an interception by this quarterback, and now you throw another one, you know, in harm's way. You got to make sure you're throwing to the open guy. Make sure you're taking care of that football. We can't have any more turnovers.
Got rid of it in a hurry, but he couldn't find his man. It's incomplete.
I love the quick decision the QB made there on that RPO, knowing he wanted to get it out of his hands fast. He just needs to make a more accurate throw moving forward.
They were really starting to put a drive together, but after a couple of incompletions, now they need a big play on 3rd and 10. They'll run it from the gun. And sure, tackling there to keep him from getting to the first down marker. Tulane right back to the line. On 4th down, looking for the completion. Makes a grab enough for the first. And he'll run it into the end zone. Touchdown, Green Wave.
Well, the quarterback does a great job with his decision-making. He found the matchup he wanted one-on-one. His tight end's able to stretch the field. He makes the catch, and he does the rest of the work himself, running it into the end zone.
We check in with Kevin Connors. What's going on, Kevin?
Guys, right back to your game after we update the nation on this one. Indiana managed to avoid a bitter defeat by scratching out a narrow victory. This wasn't the blowout some around Bloomington had hoped for, but it sure beats the alternative. It's one game. You don't want to react too much either way, but I think both teams will leave this one with some things to work on moving forward.
Yeah, how about that? Sounds as if they had a good ball game there, Kevin. Thanks for the update. They'll try to put something together, backed up a bit, starting at their own 13. Trying to find his man on 1st down. It's complete to the left. And the defense had that one well covered, just a short game there. Really important for a ranked team going into a hostile environment like this one, not to give the underdog reason to believe.
Yes, reason to believe, and don't give the fans reason to get jacked up and excited. Come out early, be in a business mode mindset.
You got to start fast. You got to have a sense of urgency. You cannot come sleepwalking into an environment like this, because if you do and you make some mistakes, this crowd will pounce on you and seize momentum.
The defense wouldn't let him loose there, and it was a completion, but they lost yardage.
Nice job by the defense staying glued to him, getting him on the ground as soon as he catches the football, knowing he's a threat. I'm not going to let this guy get out of my sights. Nice job by the D.
On 3rd down, he'll try to pick it up through the air. And he's got it inside the 35. Lean for the wire. Touchdown.
Well, in the modern era of college football, you're seeing more and more athletic tight ends, like what you just saw right there. The defense had no chance covering that guy down the field. He makes them look silly on his way in for the long touchdown.
And the PAT gives him a 14-7 lead. Quick strike offense on that 3-play scoring drive. And they could not have finished with more style. An 87-yard touchdown pass. The kickoff team on the field as they'll send this one away. And he takes this from inside the 5. Not a lot of space to be found. Good hustle by the coverage team, and they stop him at the 21. The Tulane offense headed back onto the field. Man, what a drive last time for the touchdown. That passing attack was lethal, David.
Yeah, and you know, you hear all these stupid commentators like me and Jesse talking about...
He's got it downfield for a huge gain. And chunk plays are the name of the game, and they get one here before the defense finally makes the stop. That's the way to start a drive. Now they'll snap it just shy of midfield. Making sure they have good balance, keeping it on the ground. And he doesn't find much running room, a short gain on the play. To the air, it's Ambrose. Skips away from pressure. The quarterback bought as much time as he could, but the defense got to him and sacked him.
Well, you can see why this team thinks this kid has a real bright future. It's amazing. He's only a true freshman. He's not built like one, though, and you saw it on that last play. Trust me, that is the first of many sacks in this kid's collegiate career.
Now the quarterback changing the original play call. On 3rd and long, he'll need to push it downfield. Fires into traffic, intercepted. He was thinking big return, didn't get that, but boy, did he give his offense an opportunity at the 31.
Well, that essentially ends up being a punt for the offense. 3rd down, you're taking a deep shot, and because you were able to make the tackle relatively quickly after the guy picked it off, it's essentially just flipping the field.
Try to get the edge with a quick touch pass. Across the 45. Hit the afterburners, kid. He's at the 10. Touchdown. When that receiver got free, it was all over.
And it's so nice to have a receiver like this as a quarterback because you pad my stats. I like those long touchdown passes where I just threw it really short and he did the rest of the work.
And the extra point puts them on top 21-7. About to kick it away after scoring the touchdown. Here he comes from inside, and he loses the ball deep in his own end. Grabbed by the kicking team. And they'll get him down after a solid return.
Because of the big collisions on kickoff team, you don't see a lot of that in practice. You don't do that because you don't want to get each other hurt. A lot of open field, big collisions, big forced fumble, big momentum play created.
This will make the offensive coordinator's life easier, taking over 1st and goal at the 1. Gets it in there for the touchdown.
Yeah, and now this offense building that lead. It's still the first half, but I'll tell you what, shown some glimpses of why they could become a really, really good offense. Listen, you go into halftime, more of the same, right? Continue to do what you're doing, take care of the football. This offense has looked really good in the first half.
Now they'll line up for what they hope is automatic. And they knock through the extra point, and they're up 28-7. That's taking advantage of a golden opportunity set up with great field position, and they struck quickly for the touchdown. Fielded in the end zone. It's Karapateas. Nice job by the kickoff team. Everybody stayed in their lanes, and they'll stop him at the 16. Tulane has it back in the offense, coming out to go on the attack. One of the most valuable things a quarterback can have, David, short-term memory. Just forget that last pick.
You're dang right. Clear the mechanism. It's over, move it behind you. Some players can't do that real well, and it leads to more mistakes, Jesse. You got to just forget about it and move on.
And I think the coaching staff can help him too, David. I think you can get the running game going here and also give him some easy throws.
After getting knocked back to open this drive, it's 2nd and 12. It's reverse. He's knocked down in the backfield. He'll lose a couple.
What great discipline showed by the defense. When your job's contained, you're supposed to contain the football, not let your eyes deceive you. Ball starts to go away. Your job is to still contain the backside. Great job staying disciplined. Great win for the defense.
Backing up and backing up on the first 2 plays, now to try to throw it in drive on 3rd down. Oh, they really could have used that catch there. Physical pass defense. It brings up a 4th down. Quarterback checking the play. On 4th down, he'll try to toss it. And the incomplete pass turns it over in their own end.
Yeah, and I tell you what, that takes some onions to go for it in your own territory like that. I mean, they're treating this like it's a video game. They don't even care. They don't worry about the outcome. No big deal.
And now the offense will come onto the field again. Motion by the back forces the defense to adjust. And not much doing there as that defense runs him out of bounds.
Nice completion here to this wide receiver, and you're going to see this receiver line up in different spots all over the field all game long. Defense has got to keep their eye on where this guy is because they know he's a big part of this offensive success.
Operating in the red zone here on 2nd down. They'll try it on the ground, running the counter. He pushes it forward all the way to the 2-yard line.
I think you run that play so you stay out of 3rd and long. 3rd and long is not where an offense ever wants to thrive. 3rd and medium, hey, I'm good with that. So you run that play to make sure you're set up for a good 3rd down.
The terrain gets rough this deep in the red zone. 3rd down, they can't pick up the first without scoring. Using his feet. Keep it on the ground, and he's in for the touchdown.
Well, this offense has been physical. They came out of this game with a lot of pride and the ability up front and the belief that they can block people and get it done. They are dominating this defense, and 3 rushing touchdowns now in the game.
Lining up to add another. And the extra point sails through, and they have a 35-7 lead. Quick strike offense on that 3-play scoring drive. And finish the deal with the short touchdown run from the 2. The kickoff team out there set to boot it away. He'll bring it out. It's Karapateas. Nice job by the kickoff team. Everybody stayed in their lanes, and they'll stop him at the 16. The Tulane offense headed back onto the field. They were really aggressive going for it in their own end last time and put them in a tough spot, David.
Yeah, aggressive, reckless. They got to find the balance with this offense to really be productive. And last possession they went for it, they rolled the dice, Palmer, and it didn't work out for them.
Yeah, if you're better on 3rd down moving forward, though, you can keep yourself out of those situations.
They'll line up for a 2nd down play. Looking downfield, it's Ambrose. Using the quick game. On the move at the 30. Ripped off a huge chunk play on that one as he gets the 1st down before he steps out of bounds.
I know it's early in the game, but defensively after that play, you know you have to tackle the catch. When this guy gets the ball in his hands, he is so dangerous after the fact. So it's okay for him to make catches. You just got to get him to the ground quicker.
And the defense holds firm. No pickup at all on that play.
And I can't tell you how much I love seeing corners being willing to come up and tackle. That is so huge for a defense. You can't olay blocks and create space.
Nowhere to go, and the ball is loose. Everybody needs a little luck, and the offense just got it by falling on that fumble. As they get set to snap it, time winding down here in the quarter. They've changed ends of the field, now facing 3rd down as they go back to work. They go to the counter, and he's not going to make it. The defense denying him the 1st down.
And a lot of times you want those big plays. You want those splash plays, but sometimes you're going to take some losses. You're not going to run the football overly well, but if you continue to run it, you can at least create some balance. You at least have the threat of it. Otherwise, you're just going to abandon it, and now it's just going to be a passing game.
Let's see what they dial up on this 4th down. Remember, they're 1 for 2 so far in this one. He'll try to throw and pick up the 1st down. And he's all bottled up, and now it's worse. The ball's loose. And the offense will recover, but it's not going to make any difference as they're short of the 1st down marker.
Well, ball security doesn't just apply to running backs and receivers. QB's got to keep two hands on the ball as well. And they're very lucky after that fumble that the offense jumped on.
The offense set for a first down play. An unforced error there. They don't get the snap off in time. Offense took a little bit too much time at the line there. On first down, here comes this offense. Motion trying to get the defense to show his hand. On the option. They bring him down, but a solid pickup to put them in position to pick up a first down.
I'm not sure what the quarterback saw on that one, but that was a very quick decision to take off and run with it to try to get his offense some positive yards.
Ran the ball on first down. Let's see what they do on second. Goes to the option. He'll toss it. They'll wrestle him down just short of the first down. I don't even think they're going to bring out the chains to measure this one. And that last run leaves him with a third down. Will they keep it on the ground? D showing blitz. They might be bluffing. Tackled, but he has a first down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. Might as well run him until they stop him. He's got it again. They bring him down, and he's going to lose a yard on that one.
Yeah, and listen, the offense has had their way, and they've had so much success and so much production. But listen, at least the defense got a rep. You know, maybe this gets you a spark. Maybe this gets you some energy. Maybe we'll see a little bit more life from this defense.
Yeah, they may not win the game, but I think this defensive coaching staff at this point, based on how this game has gone, they're just trying to find things to build off of. Maybe that's something they can point to as they get ready for their next opponent, of things they did right and things that they got to do more consistently moving forward. All right, so not a home run play for the offense, but I do like the creativity, and I like how they're going to stress this defense and do it in less conventional ways.
Boy, they'd love to move the sticks here and take a shot at it on first and goal. Off the play fake. Still looking on the move. And he wanted to get the score right there, but it falls incomplete.
Yeah, and third and short, they choose not to run, throw the football, and I think a lot of that has to do with they know they're in field goal range. They can take the 3 points on the board.
Now on 4th down and 5, they'll try to move the chains. He'll try to throw and pick up the first down. Makes the grab. And the defense able to drag him down, but not before. They'll recycle that down marker. Sometimes we don't give enough credit to a receiver knowing exactly where he needs to be on the field, and they pick up the first down there.
Yeah, and you've got to give the receiver credit, obviously knowing where that is, but the defender needs to know where it is too. Where is he trying to get? That ball's going to come out quick. He didn't really understand where the sticks were, and because of that, he gives up the first down. Need to just be a little bit more aware as a defensive guy.
Trying to run it in. And it'll be a touchdown. Getting set for the point after. And with the extra point, they push the lead out a little further. So the final tally on that drive will be 31 yards, and it was closed out by the short yardage touchdown. And it'll come out to the 25, no attempt at a return. Tulane has it back in the offense, coming out to go on the attack. We'll see if that failed fourth down in their own end last time, David, sort of curbed some of the aggressiveness.
Well, you hear about it all the time in football. Go for it. Be aggressive. The problem is when you get stopped, sometimes it puts you in a hole. And, Jesse, now the offense has to come out and respond.
They were real disappointed not getting that first down. You can see it on the sideline. So let's just see if that's kind of galvanized them a little bit here to go make a statement and get some points.
The officials offer the deal, and the coach accepts it. They will take the penalty. Second down here, and maybe they've got time to get one more snap off before the 2-minute warning. One man in the backfield, and he gets it. Nowhere to run on that one. He loses 4 on the carry. We've made our way to the 2-minute warning, and now they'll try to at least cut a little something off of this lead before the break. On 3rd and long, he's going to have to turn one loose downfield. Makes the grab. It's Watkins. At the 45, on his way. And there was lots of space as he gets it to the 39-yard line. Here comes Tulane after picking up the first down. He's going to pass. Those two failed to make the connection. It's an incomplete pass.
This offense just has to find a way to find a rhythm here. They're playing at home, and they want this crowd to stay involved and be an asset in the game, but they need to start making plays. They can't keep throwing incompletions this early.
The sweet feet keeping the play alive. And he was hit just as he was releasing the pass, and it falls to the ground incomplete.
Man, this quarterback is going to need an ice bath when this game is over because he is getting whacked. We've seen him go down. He's been sacked time and time again. He just got nailed another time on that last play. He can't wait for this game to be over.
That pass not close as he got drilled trying to deliver it, and it'll bring up 4th down. No hesitation at all. The offense stays on the field. They'll go for it. On 4th down, trying to find his man. And it's incomplete, a missed opportunity.
Great coverage on that 4th down play. Nice job blanketing the receiver out wide. The defense, you could tell, they knew they were going for it. They had a game plan. They get the big stop and turn it over to their offense.
Looking for a productive play on 1st down. Out of the gun to give to the back. Creating some space, getting just enough good blocking, and they've got it up to the 47-yard line.
Coaches always harp about staying ahead of the chains, and when you can run with that type of efficiency on 1st down, man, you are doing just that.
On his feet at the 40. Can anyone catch him? Touchdown! What an explosive eruption into the end zone by this running back.
And this back does it a lot. And he makes big plays. When you can make big plays like this, it makes everybody's job easier. Oh, we can play action. Oh, we can throw it. But it starts with the run game, and this guy's setting everything up.
Let's go to the studio now and check in with Kevin Connors. Kevin, what do you got?
A bit of an under-the-radar game this week, guys, but take a look at this. Mississippi State is down, but not out of it. Not with those cowbells ringing inside Davis-Wade Stadium, one of the best home field advantages in all of college football. They're trailing by just 4 to Nebraska. We'll circle back. If anything big happens, you should know about it.
Oh, and how about that? I know Kevin and those guys will be keeping an eye on it for us. The Tulane offense headed back onto the field. So late in the half, this is really an opportunity, David, maybe to swing the momentum in their favor.
Dang right. There's no time to be conservative. We're a little bit down. Listen, I just think this is a point with the offense that they can prove. Like, we're here, we're going to create something now that we can build on in the second half.
Coach said all week he wanted to be aggressive. This is a great opportunity to show that right now. At the end of the first half, try and generate some momentum, score some points before going into halftime.
Working that left side now. They're able to get him stopped just shy of the first down mark. Tulane right back to the line. Off play action. Caught close to the marker. It's Watkins. Finally run out of bounds, but he has this offense rolling with a first down.
Yeah, this quarterback is having himself a day. Over 200 yards in the first half. It was hard enough for Palmer to get over 200 in a game, more or less in the first half.
Back to throw, it's Ambrose. Got a man. And that defense pushing him out of bounds after a short gain. I think he wanted to take a shot there, and he took a shot all right and dumped the ball off to the running back.
No, there's no doubt, Reese, and he took a shot, but I think he did the right thing. I want to push the ball down the field.
And the defense is all over the quarterback, and down he goes. There's a timeout called as this offense tries to find a way to draw a little closer. Ball is at the 41 as this defense tries to force the punt on 3rd and long. Movement here from the tight end. On 3rd and long, hoping to throw beyond the sticks. Looking to the big tight end. And here's the 3rd interception of the night. And a big return after the INT sets up the offense for this possession.
Well, the defense was expecting pass on that one. 3rd and long, they dial up the perfect coverage and a great job in the back end, reading and reacting to the quarterback when the ball was in the air, coming away with a massive interception.
Running out of time here in the first half, they're going to have to be efficient to put some points on the board before the break. He'll do it himself. Keeps the legs moving. He's run out of bounds, but a big play on that one, and it'll be a first down.
Ooh, I like that option play. I'd keep running that too because it's obvious. The defense right now is really keying in on this running back. That was a big point of emphasis for them all week long in practice, and it's opening up holes now for the quarterback to run.
He wants to throw. Let's it fly. He's in for the score. Touchdown. Lining up for the PAT. And with the extra point, the lead is even bigger. They got the ball in great field position, and bam, bam, 2 plays and into the end zone. So here comes the kickoff after the touchdown, and the last thing you need right before the half is to give up a big return. No return coming, he'll call for the fair catch. One more snap coming before halftime. Looking to throw, it's Ambrose. And the pressure was too much. They get him at the 15. That's going to wrap up the first half here, and now we join Kevin with the halftime update. Kickoff and kickoff return teams on the field, and we're just about ready to go in the second half. He'll bring it out. It's Warren. Pulled down at the 18, and the decision to bring it out of the end zone was not a good one.
First and 10.
First down for this offense. He's looking to throw it. Bought a little time, lets it go. Just a short pass to the tight end. He knew exactly where he wanted to go with that one, and they've got enough for the first down.
They pick up the first down on the drag route. I know that seems like a simple route, but it's actually a lot more complex than what it looks like, because that route changes based on whether it's man or zone. If it's man coverage, he's flying across the field. If it's zone, he's got to sit down over the ball in a soft spot, giving his quarterback a place to go with it. Nice job of those guys being on the same page there.
He's going to take off. And he gets out of there and gets some yardage and gets down without taking any punishment.
You know, QBs want to make those big plays. They want to put up the big stats. But when nothing's there, sometimes you just tuck the ball, get a minimal gain. I like the slide, by the way, too. Get down and don't take a big hit.
Here he goes breaking the pocket. Now he'll fire back into the middle. Ball into the end zone, and it's intercepted. And they capitalize not only on the pick, but the great return to give the offense tremendous field position.
Well, the quarterback on that one put a lot of air under the ball. The problem is it gave the defender time to get his head around and locate. And because of that, he was able to come away with the interception.
To throw, it's Ambrose. Pressure coming. And this will be incomplete. A big hit there forces second down.
And the big tight end, a lot of times that's a bigger strike zone, a bigger dude, and you could tell they put the hit on him, and that ball came out, and it came to the turf. Nice job playing physical by this defense.
They'll try again on second down after the incompletion. And down he goes back at the 3.
And this offensive line's got to do a better job, and you got to protect your quarterback. Listen, this offense is not playing great. They got to somehow find a way to start to get something together here in the second half.
Not exactly the ideal situation for this offense. Third and long, backed up inside their 20. Looking downfield, and he needs a bunch. Pressure got to him, couldn't get rid of it, and they got him for a safety.
Oh, and how about this defense? Understanding where they are in the field. They got a chance to put points on the board, and they do.
They'll boot it away from their own 20 after taking the safety. Fair catch, called for and made. First down here for the offense. Looks as if they didn't get it off in time. It'll be a delay of game. The quarterback just lost track of the play clock, didn't get the snap off quickly enough. A first down for the offense. And he's dragged down. Quick tempo here for the offense.
Second down coming up.
Pre-snap motion in the backfield. And the ball is free on the pitch. They recover their own fumble. Somehow, who knows how they got that thing back. I don't know if it was luck or aggression or just a fortuitous bounce, but at least they've got the ball back.
Well, one thing I do know, Reese, this running back has got to do a better job with ball security. You cannot turn the football over and expect to win this game. They're very lucky they were able to jump on top of that.
He's knocked down at the 34, but they're sort of hitting them in the mouth with a 6-yard pickup there.
When you're a defense, it is stop the run first. That is your first responsibility. It makes the whole game easy. And right now, they got it going on the ground. The defense is going to have to change something up. These little tiny dink and dunk, dink and dunk. You keep doing this, they'll go all the way down the field on you, so you might want to get a little bit more aggressive.
After the run, now to throw. Trying to make magic with his feet. Stop just inside the 25. We'll mark it at the 24. Pickup of 10 and a first down.
Second and short is a great situation to be in. And look at him. He drops back to pass the football. He doesn't have to throw the football. He wants to be aggressive, but he can just take off and scramble. Doesn't have to take a chance. Great being ahead of the sticks.
They go to the ground. He's knocked down in the backfield. He'll lose a couple.
Well, there's a statement by the defensive line. First down play, expecting run, and they just dominated up front. Beat their one-on-ones and forced a tackle for a loss.
After losing a couple on that last play, here's 2nd and 12. He is going nowhere. Stop at the line of scrimmage.
No gain on the play. 3rd down coming.
They're close enough for a makeable field goal from the 26, but they'd love to convert this 3rd and long. From the gun, wants to pass. Moves away as he feels pressure. Got enough space. Gets it all the way down to the 2-yard line. He was fighting for that end zone.
And this is why defensive coordinators lose sleep at night, because guys like this have the football in their hand almost every single play. 3rd down, nothing open. He makes it happen himself. Now set up with a great scoring opportunity with 1st and goal.
The offense threatening, close to the end zone now with a new set of downs. Looking to throw. Quarterback moving. Hit hard as he released the ball on that 1st down pass, and it never had a chance.
And finally, the defense is able to get some pressure on this quarterback. They had been trying all game long, different ways to affect him, weren't able to get there. But on that play, because of the pressure, it affected his accuracy, and that's why the ball falls incomplete.
Can the defense stop them again on 2nd and goal? That's what you expect from a... Give them any extra yards. Great tackle there.
And down here near the goal line, you got to be physical. And this guy's proven it today, Palmer. They've given it to him. He's put it in the end zone twice already. I'm going to keep featuring him.
So you know the defense is going to be keying him too, right? Because he's hurting them a little bit in this game already. They're going to be finding a way to try to get some penetration, anticipating this guy to touch it again.
On the move. Takes it into the end zone for a touchdown.
And everybody's getting in on the fun now for this offense. From the opening whistle, they have been up and down the field. Starters are scoring. You've got backups in the game now. And I love the play calling. These guys came to your school to play in this offense and score touchdowns, so let them go do it. Make this defense prove they can stop.
Ready to try the point after. And the extra point just tacks a little bit more onto this huge lead. And for a quick update, let's go to Kevin Connors in the studio.
Dynamite matchup this week, fellas. Let's show you what's going down. Iowa State is putting on a show offensively, only there's been no real story arc. It's been all Cyclones all day with almost no let-up. They're up by 32 over the Coyotes. Your boy KC has you covered here in studio, guys, in case anything changes in this one.
Thanks for the update on that one, Kevin. Let us know when it goes final. Tulane has it back in the offense, coming out to go on the attack. And the last time they had the ball, they wound up giving up a safety, Jesse.
Yeah, that was ungood.
All by himself down the middle. Inside the 30. He's at the 10. And the defense couldn't corral him, and he took it all the way. Touchdown, Tulane.
One of the reasons this offense is so exciting to watch, they've got guys that are dangerous after the catch. And if this quarterback gets through his progression, David, hits you in stride, these guys will take it to the house.
Man, it's your job to do the rest, right? You hit me in stride where I don't have to stop running. I don't have to break down. It makes it so easy. The connection between quarterback, wide receiver, you can tell this is a good one, and that's why they got 6 on that play.
He'll bring it back from inside his 5. Didn't find any crease in that kickoff coverage, and he'll be stopped at the 17. The offense lining up for a first down play. And I don't think they got it snapped before the play clock ran out. The delay of game pushes the offense back. Offense getting set for first down. Here we go. They'll put the tight end in motion. He'll keep it himself. Across the 25, he's got room. And he's running in the open. Quarterback gets the first down. He's at the 10. And it's in there for a touchdown.
This QB just has such a feel. He's so good with these design quarterback runs. He's patient. He allows the holes to develop. He puts his foot in the ground. And in the open field, he's as dangerous as any ball carrier in the country.
They'll try to tack one more on their score. And with that extra point, the lead remains in the gargantuan category. If only it were always this easy for the offensive coordinator. One play, big chunk yardage, put points on the board just like that. He'll start the return inside his 5. And the coverage team able to make the tackle.
And your Tulane Green Wave will take over first and 10.
The Tulane offense headed back onto the field. There's certainly still a hill to climb, but they've got to make sure these drives pay off. Got a touchdown last time. Can they back it up here?
Well,
and this sophomore able to wreak some havoc and get the sack.
7 yards on the play. Brings up second down.
They'll come to the line and try to get out of this mess on second down from the 5. Back to throw, it's Ambrose. It's another safety. Can you believe this? Second of the game.
you could tell the defense smelled it. They knew exactly where they were on the field, put the pressure on him, got him down in the end zone. Safety, baby.
The kickoff team lined up. They'll have to give it back after giving up that safety. Not going to risk a return here. He'll make the fair catch. Plenty of time for one more snap before the end of the quarter. On the option. Still on his feet at the 45. He's loose down the middle. Finds the finish line for the touchdown.
Man, I am a great play caller when I can hand it to guys like that. He can go that far to the house, create big plays, showed you a little bit of vision, showed you a little bit of burners when he kicked it in here and got the long touchdown run.
And the extra point is good. The kickoff team out there and ready to go.
Set to kick this one away.
Looking for those open spaces and opportunity. They'll start the drive here with first down to open this period. Scanning the field, it's Ambrose. They're working that left side. At the 45, on its way. Then they'll finally catch up to him, but not before a big chunk of yardage is picked up.
This quarterback has been really good today. Has been on top of it, seeing things really, really well. That pass right there put him over the 300-yard mark. That's a pretty good day.
It's caught downfield. They ripped off a big one, and they get it down to the 27. They've come out with answers on this possession, and now another first down. Looking to move it through the air. Just gets rid of it before the heat. He gets rid of it, but I don't think they're going to let him get away with that. Nope, here comes the flag. And now on second down for this offense. He's looking to throw. Grabbed in the middle. It's Watkins. And he almost ran away from everybody on that one. A huge pickup on that play. From the red zone, looking for a receiver. Throws to the wideout. And it's incomplete. If you're going to take a hit like that, you might as well hang on to the ball.
Well, this guy must feel like he's run into a buzzsaw in this game. He has been under duress all game long, and that's a big reason why he's thrown multiple interceptions in the game, too. Nothing coming easy to him. It's hard to see the field when your internal clock is going off so fast because of the pressure of this defense, and that's why they find themselves down by so much here in the fourth.
Really need to pick up this conversion and avoid having to settle for the field goal. They'll go to the air on third and short. Snags it. Into the end zone. Touchdown, Green Wave.
Yeah, and this offense needs a smart brand. Down big. Listen, it's game one. It's not the end of the world, but we got a deficit. Got to put some drives together. Nice drive here. Now the defense needs to do their part because they got to put this thing in turbo.
And the extra point splits the upright. About to kick it off after punching it in for the touchdown. And he's coming out of the end zone. Good job by the coverage unit to stop the return man. This drive will open from the 15. Comes out throwing on first down. Finds his tight end. And just a short, safe pass play. They pick up a few. After that last completion, it's second down.
I think that time offensively, they're just trying to take what the defense is giving you, right? They're playing zone coverage. You got your big fella just working right over the ball. It's an easy pitch and catch. Just take the profit and let's keep going.
And they weren't able to make the connection. They were looking for an explosive play.
How about that? The mindset of the offensive coordinator. You got a really big lead. You're sitting really pretty, but I think this is just about rubbing your nose in it and trying to make bigger plays down the field. But the defense finally got to stop, and they need some.
He's going to let one fly down the middle. And he's got it inside the 30-yard line. Takes it into the end zone for a touchdown.
And I just love what I'm seeing from this team. Like, going on the road, game one, where you're still figuring out who you are and what you do well. Another scoring drive by this offense. Looks like they're going to get the dub in a hostile environment to start the season.
He'll try to tack on one more. And with the extra point, the lead is even bigger. And let's check in with Kevin Connors in the studio. Kevin?
Fellas, I think at least a portion of your audience will have an interest in the one that just finished up. Utah found a way to pick up the W, and a win is a win. But this was not the type of convincing victory they've gotten used to in Salt Lake City. 60 minutes of football and a convincing outcome, and certainly a game with implications far beyond just the standings, fellas.
Hey, Kevin Connors keeping an eye on everything all over the country. Sounds like they had a good one there. He wastes no time and comes out throwing. Complete to the right. And it is a chunk play, a huge gain on that one before the defense brings it to an end. Tulane right back to the line. Quarterback changing the plays at the line. He'll come out throwing on first down. And he was hit just as he released it, and it falls to the turf.
And the quarterback gets hit again. We already know this defense has gotten home to him multiple times in this game. So here you are, you're trailing in the game. Defense knows you're going to throw it. They're pinning their ears back. You can't feel very confident right now if you're the play caller, and certainly if you're the quarterback, that you're going to have time to throw.
That pass is incomplete, and they might be fortunate it wasn't knocked free for a fumble. It'll be third down. Boy, guys, they got off to a great start with that big first play on this drive, but now a couple of incompletions leaves them in a hole. To the air, it's Ambrose. And they got him for the sack.
I know this defense came into this game hoping to get pressure on the quarterback, but I don't know in their wildest dreams if they ever thought it was going to look this good. I lost track at 5 sacks. They have been all over this quarterback today.
Down by multiple possessions, they can't come up empty on this drive in the fourth quarter. They'll go for it on fourth down. Quarterback now breaking the field. Still on his feet at the 45. And the explosive play, and they're on the move all the way to the 44.
And how tough is this guy to defend? He drops back, everything tells you pass, and then he scrambles and gets the first down. Just so hard to defend.
Looking to go up top on first down. And they got him. They'll get him down for the sack.
And they get him again. This is a offense that you expect them to protect their guy. I mean, he is a dude that you know if you give him time, he's going to make plays. But this defense is making sure he's not getting that time.
Well, I know that one fell incomplete, but what a day this guy's had throwing the football. Multiple touchdowns, and he's done a really nice job with his decision-making. Hasn't thrown any picks, which has really helped keep this offense on schedule.
Receivers telling the quarterback what they see. On third and long, he'll need to loosen up that arm. Connection to the right. And he'll take it in for the touchdown. It won't have much impact on the outcome of the game, but it is a fabulous party, the consolation prize.
And And this has been a rough day for this offense. And finally, some good things to happen. Build some momentum maybe for the future. You know, that's the way the coaches spin it when you're getting beat up and you're getting destroyed. Like, let's find something for the future. Let's keep fighting. Let's keep working. This team's done that. Put some points on the board, so it's not all bad.
He'll bring it back looking for help. And good work by the coverage team to get the return man down on the ground. First play of this drive comes from the 14-yard line. The wide receiver shows motion. Quick pass on the jet motion. And they'll finally bring him down after he rips off a huge play. They had the perfect play to open the drive, and now they'll snap it again from the 38. Receiver on the move gets the touch pass. Creating some space, getting just enough good blocking, and they've got it up to the 47-yard line. No huddle offense to the line.
And that's a really good job by the defense reacting to what they see. They see the quarterback flip it forward on the touch pass. Now got to go get it, right? Corral that football. He picked up some yards, yeah, but he didn't give up that big explosive play. And now you have to make him earn it now on the next down.
As they come to the line on 3rd and short from the 43, I wonder if they already know they'll go for it if they don't make it here. They keep attacking through the air. Deep shot for the end zone. And give him another 6. Grabs it for a touchdown, and the blowout continues. They'll try to add another to their lead. And the extra point just tacks a little bit more onto this huge lead. Lining up to cover the kick after that touchdown drive. On the move from inside his 5. And the coverage team gets the returner on the ground.
And your Tulane Green Wave will take over 1st and 10.
Tulane has it back in the offense, coming out to go on the attack. This thing got out of hand on them, but they'll try to finish with some pride here.
And this one was a beatdown. And there's nothing you can do about it because this one's over. Jesse, now we got to start progressing for next week, for the rest of this season, so we don't let one bad game turn into 2.
Yeah, there are very few teams out there that won't watch game film, but they may want to skip this one. I mean, because it may hurt their confidence. They just need to turn the page and get ready for the next opponent and forget this day ever happened.
Finds his man. It's Watkins. How about this backer in pass coverage and bringing the big hit stick with him, too. Wants to throw on 2nd down. And the freshman will chalk up a sack.
And, man, is that just indictment of the day. Your quarterback getting drilled late in the football game. This offense has sputtered. They haven't found any kind of good rhythm. They haven't done things that really gives your coach confidence and it makes you want to believe in them. This offense has a lot of work to do before their next football game.
And he got smacked just as he released the pass. It's incomplete.
And this is just one of those days, man, where everything has gone wrong, right? Like they just haven't been in a rhythm. They haven't got it going and never built the momentum. This is one of those days that you learn from, you try to grow from. A lot of things that we're going to show in the film room that people aren't going to like, but hopefully you can learn from it and do better next time.
Down by multiple possessions, you can't come up empty on this drive. They'll go for it on 4th down. He'll try to throw and pick up the 1st down. And the pass down the left side, diving, caught!
That's a great example of the receiver knowing exactly where the 1st down marker is. He got the depth he needed to get, so once he was able to make the catch, he already knew he had it. Now, a fresh set of downs.
Unloads to the wideout. A strike downfield. He stopped just short of the goal line at the 1. An explosive play as the setup. Trying to get everybody set with the clock still running. Back to pass, it's Ambrose. And the ball comes out. What a disastrous play. And the defense got it. The 50, the 40, the 30, 10. It's Pater late in the game. You know, the defense is all about stopping teams, but when you have a chance to swing momentum, scoop it and score yourself, it is such a huge play.
Man, you should go over the offense, but like, bro, we don't need you to do that. We got this. We'll score ourselves if we have to. Great job by the defense, doing what they need to do, and then go talk a little trash to the offense.
And he splits the uprights on the extra point. The kickoff team just about set to go, and that defense is eager to get back out there after the scoop and score. He'll call for the fair catch here. They'll put this one in play. First snap of the drive from the 25. Trying to start the drive with a pass. Throws for the tight end. He misses his man. The accuracy just not what it needed to be on that play.
And this defense has put a game together. Like, it is hard to put all the facets of defense together. Run defense, pass defense. They've been so good, man. Dialed in. You could tell they were ready. They were fast. They were physical. They dominated this football game.
And the defense makes the stop after a minimal gain. They're facing a third down. From the gun, wants to pass. Flushed out of the pocket. And they got him. Didn't have much of a chance on that one, and a fitting way to put a capper on this game. The old coaching cliche, go win or no every week, and for the first week, they get it done.
Yeah, great start to the season. That's what you want. You want to come out, find a way to win. Was it perfect? Absolutely not. You're going to find things to work on throughout the season, but 1-0, that's where you wanted to be.
And I think if you're the coaching staff of this winning team, you've got to like what you've just seen. First game of the year, there was tremendous effort on the field. Guys flying around, flying to the football, trying to make the plays necessary to win this game. They definitely made a few mistakes, but that's what practice is for. And if you're the coaching staff, I think you're very, very positive right now moving forward.
That's going to do it for us from here. For Jesse Palmer, David Pollack, I'm Reese Davis, and this has been another presentation of EA Sports College Football.